Hi, everyone. I just want to first thank you for tuning in. This is the second installment in my homeopathic pain sort of self-care series. There's some parts that I might go through kind of quickly since this was already covered in the previous Arnica video. And so some of these things you may want to also review back that video if you want to get a little bit more detail. So today is about homeopathic ledum. Now, ledum can sometimes be thought of as a follow-up to Arnica. In the Arnica video, I mentioned how Arnica is about bright, dramatic, fresh bruises. So what's going to happen is after a while, as the pain and the bruising from Arnica starts to settle down, you may want to transition to another remedy. And so ledum is what you might give someone once the bruise has been around for a while. So think of a bruise that looks a little bit older, like maybe instead of a bright purple, you might going to see a lot more yellowish in appearance, as kind of happens when bruises are trying to resolve. And so, as you can see in this on my indications page here, kind of in this upper corner, I'll have circle it right there. You see kind of an older looking bruise, and so that might kind of give you more of an idea of what I mean by bruising for ledum and older bruises. Now, ledum's good for other stuff besides just bruises. One of the things it's good for is actually puncture wounds. So think about like if you actually got like a nail in your foot, an insect bite, an animal bite, um, and also sometimes people who've had a problem after an injection. And more in that case, we're more talking about like a local problem. So like say if you had like um, a shot done and you're noticing pain from the shot. Uh, Other like longer term issues, there's kind of other remedies you think about for that. But ledums, like I said, can be used for like these needle puncture wound kinds of things. And one of the big giveaways that you might need ledum is that the area may feel cool to the touch, but you really like cold applications. And heat can actually make it feel worse. So if you see someone who has, or you yourself are experiencing like a cold application makes it feel better, heat definitely makes it feel worse, then that's also an indicator that ledum might be your thing. I should mention I've also used ledum sometimes for damage to tendons and ligaments. So like if you have a little sprain or something, that's another can be another indicator for ledum. Now the cold thing you may not always see all the time, but if you do, it's kind of a good sign that ledum is the remedy that you want to think about. Now how do you use it? Again, I mentioned this earlier in the Arnica, so I'm going to go over this part kind of quickly, but basically it's going to be you're going to take a pill, a homeopathic pill 1 to 4 times a day. Often the strength will determine how often you're going to take it. So for example, a lower strength, like a 6X, you'll do at least 4 to 5 times a day. A higher strength, like a 30C, once a day. But of course, you're also going to go how you feel. So if you're noticing you're feeling better, you don't need to take it as often. If you notice discomfort's coming back, you might want to do it a little bit more often, regardless of the strength. And so again, with all this stuff, listen to what your body's telling you. And the nice thing is homeopathic remedies like ledum, you can pair with almost anything. So it's safe for kids, it's safe for seniors, doesn't matter what medication they're on for the most part. And if for a reason you feel like you're developing a side effect, which is usually pretty rare, then just stop the ledum and usually it should go away within a day or 3. So if not, then maybe either give my office a call or it may be that the side effect has nothing to do with the ledum. So this gives you another remedy to help you take care of yourself. Now, I encourage you to listen to our other videos on this topic. And if you should have a more complicated pain circumstance, which is something that oftentimes we can be helpful for, we may have some other tools we can bring in to help you with that. So, and I just want to be happy to talk with you more personally if needed. So in the meantime, I just want to thank you for tuning in and watching this video.